ladies. You need to chill out here. Derry, it's your fault for starting early. Yes. Who knows if he's actually still here watching or not. And Pleasant, it's also your fault. You're second, so therefore, you know, yes. Joe, I know you're still here. No, how you doing? Fender. I ain't late. I start when I want to start. Undying Newt. How you doing, man? I keep forgetting how big this field is. We're halfway, like a little over halfway through it. But it takes a while. I don't know if I'll have enough herbicide to finish it or not, but... Oh, why is my track IR so sensitive right now? And it's not centering. Oh, wait. Dang it, Derry. I was about ready to freak out and go back and check all my settings and everything, and I always forget we can swivel this chair. What control swivels it? Yep. Now we're fine. Just driving into the other field. Don't worry about it. We'll be okay. You got an issue with how fast I move, Fender? No, I fully agree. It is, it's a lot to handle even when I go back and watch my own videos and stuff. I mean, I can always shut it off. But that requires a game restart, and I'm not up for that. I need to turn my music down. That's a little aggressive. There we go. Oh, I'm not allowed to shut it off now? Now, only, like, I want to take an 8000 series John Deere cab and put it in my house. I want the whole thing. And then turn all the windows into, I wouldn't say monitors. I want to use like that flexible TV stuff out there and literally put it on the glass. I would love to have this whole thing here, and then all you got to do is make a whole different side panel that you'd scoot out of the way for, like, say, a combine or something. I'd be game if I could get better at wiring. Oh yeah. Jay Graham, what's up, dude? I must have missed your comment before. Ah, you got the Ohio red in there. I need to hurry up because, to tell you guys the truth, I got some wheat to get harvested, soybeans to get planted, and I got to get nitrogen on my corn. We're going to be side dressing, so my 8000 series is going to be getting a lot of work in here with side dressing and then turning around and drilling in beans. But side dressing's got to get done first before I do wheat harvest and beans, just because I'm not going to change tires around to go planting for a little bit and then put them back in, or take them back off for side dressing again. We're burning through this one, working my way up to building myself a feedlot, and I got the land bought. We're going to be selling the soybeans this month, so we're going to get a crap ton of money, And with that being said, we're going to start building my little feedlot to start out with. Probably get 100 head or 200 head, hopefully by fall. I already got the semis and everything. I got corn planted so I could grab silage if I wanted to. More importantly, I'm going to be putting in some triticale here this winter. Yes, I got triticale in the map. Thanks to Derry for the good textures that we grabbed off of, can't remember what. But I adjusted it. He helped test with me and got it really close to real life. I need to fine tune that some more and get the harvest and stubble state and stuff kind of looking right. And then that will be my main source of spring summer silage, and I'll still be able to do a lot of cash crop behind it. What's up, Cheesy? Send me a link, Derry. I mean, I'll play this for a little while here, but yeah, let me get it downloaded on the backside. We can do a big silage burn. Justin DeSim, thanks for the sub. And Pleasant, it's all right. Derry, you need to take this kid to new school, man. He thinks I got front duals on. No, I wonder what you have going on with Hubbard, because Hubbard's not that bad, dude. It's not that taxing. You're right. I have no idea how to do silage, Pleasant. I don't. But I got a silage expert asking me to do or to go help him. No, they're not front duals, Pleasant. I will show you the exterior view here in a second once I turn around. That's why I like this 8000 series so much. Derry made it so like it would work with everything. Whatever. He spent a lot of time doing these wheels. And yes, if they weren't 15-inch beans, they would go down the 30-inch rows just fine. But they match the sprayer. And since he kind of does this stuff in real life, he also left the rear hub on the axle back there. I mean, the guys that I seen do this, and I have seen a lot of guys for like side dressing, they'll leave the rear tires alone, but then the front, they just get rid of the front completely. I think he had the front hubs on there at one point in time, or centers I should say. But they do take the front tires off because then when you turn, it follows in line with the wheels in the rear too. But I do have crop destruction on too. Soybeans just... I always said this. We need another 2 stages of growth because farm sims, beans, and everything, like this should not be the second growth state of you seeing them pop up. We're just always a little too early. Noah, I got a 3080. Just a 3080, not a TI or anything like that. And I do use my graphics card game overlay. I do not use reshade because that taxes your graphic card also. But you guys should know, Simulation Station put out a video on how to crank your graphics in the game through, I want to say your game settings XML or game XML, one of the two. And that's why I can see so much farther with like the crops and the weeds and everything than base game. You got to be very careful because it will kill you on FPS. And I always forget, Streamlabs still isn't picking up my shaders. So you guys are seeing base game. For whatever reason, they won't pick up the in-game overlay. Pleasant, you know how to mess with that? Oh, the front fenders I just leave on because I keep switching back and forth. What's up, IP? Dairy, I don't know if I have an older version. I don't think I do. But that's the only thing that bothers me is the right blinker icon. I guess it's the left a little too. And then the center wheel icon flickers. And yes, I know how to fix it. I'm just too lazy to do it right now. Because when most of the time when I'm playing, I don't ever look down at it. So it's not bad. The front fender. Pleasant. Jeez, pay attention to me, not your kid. Yes. Ooh, hey, I might make it. Conserve. Oh, I agree with you, Derry. It's just how close they are on top of each other. But it probably also has something to do with graphic settings and whatnot, too. Dang, no. That's a nice little setup. I got a upcoming map that I'm going to be doing that with, too. A nice little old school farm again. But this time, I'm not going John Deere. I actually need to go get quite a few other tractors. I shouldn't say not going John Deere. I'm going to have a few John Deeres. There's a few that I can't play without. But for the most part, I'm going to try to open up my horizon with tractors and get into a little more things. Model A John Deere. Little Johnny Popper. I seen before I even started streaming, you guys were talking about the rain. We got 1 3/4 inches here. Anybody else get more than that last night? This morning? Pleasant, you don't count, you're too far away. No comment, Pleasant. Maybe it already started. Maybe I only have one left. It was a rain day today. You don't know. You see it leaning forward to reach for the cup holder? 103 degree. Yeah, no, see, that's why I didn't even get any videos made this week. I'm not gonna lie, and no, it's not an excuse. I fully agree. But it was stupid hot all week long. It took it right out of me. Fender only got 3/4 of an inch. There was, at one point last night, I opened up the back door and I looked out and it was like a dang hurricane going on. So much rain, so much wind. And yes, I did hit a mud spot with this tractor. It may or may not have been raining. You need more rain, Pleasant? Oh, my pedals are broken. Oh, not this again. Alright, now we're good. Don't move. Don't shake the table. Fender's probably got a little crack in the bottom of the rain gauge and doesn't even know it. You spray once in FS22. You don't have to spray again, right? Or am I wrong? That must have been from when Tillman played. Trying to farm the ditch. Yep. Oh. I'm not supposed to be driving in the ditch. Ah, you poor kid. Damn, boy, you live in the desert? I think you need some irrigation out there, Pleasant. Oh. And that corn texture's still not right. I shouldn't tassel that short. It's just dirt at this point. Joe, you don't count. You're legitly in the desert. Pleasant's supposed to be in Ohio where it's not supposed to be that bad. I mean, if the Falmer Almanac is supposed to be correct, we're supposed to get not as cold temperatures this year, but we're supposed to get more snow. I'm ready for that. I will take 10 degrees with a buttload of snow. But usually around 10 degrees is where the snow and cold kind of don't like each other. Alright, where the heck am I? Into here. Where the fuck? Alright, let's see how long it takes Derry to come over here. Oh, wrong freaking screens again. I don't know if I like the way my graphic settings are. That haze is really bad. Yellow.
Did it take me that long?
No, it didn't take you that long.
I'm trimming down the mod list so it's not a huge download because I've got like 500 mods and I'm using 20.
Oh, I was wondering what you were doing.
Yeah.
Why is my volume settings so messed up? I very rarely mess with my volume settings, but Discord has been crazy loud lately over my headset, but the farming game FS is not loud enough to hardly hear. Like, I can't even hear the tractor right now. Okay, bye. What's up, farming? Farming with Outlaw. I need to get a new shed built on this one too. It's kind of what I'm going to use the feedlot area for. I got a new shed that's got to go down and house some of the overflow from the crop side. Scrolling through Facebook. You better be on Marketplace.
That's Squatch's favorite place.
It is. I almost pulled the trigger, dude. There was a half-scale, custom-built 4440 garden tractor.
Oh boy.
20 grand.
Holy cow, that's way too much.
I said the same thing, but it is a beauty. It is, like, I really, really want it, but for 20 grand, I think I'll just buy a real 4020.
Yeah, no.
Oh, it's crazy steep on the price. The job, I mean, it was a really good job, well done, well built tractor. But for that being said, I don't think it is necessarily worth 20K. I did see Antlers coming through with his map. It'll be fun to give that a shot. Wait, what? Oh, I see what you're doing now. Yeah, you're kind of limited with being on console, but it's understandable too. Oh, I do got some money. We're gonna make this easy. I'm gonna start X-naying the co-op out of my lineup here. Then we don't have to pay them as much. I do not have any like good poly tanks, and I gotta find some good like smaller poly tanks because this Meridian is way too freaking big.
There's those Endura Plus or whatever they are out there.
I just don't think I grabbed them. What the heck is that? Oh, it's a silo? Metal silo with a...
Harvestor?
Huh. Yeah, sure. That's a cross between a grain bin and a silo, but nothing's working for it. And it's in the American pack. I don't think I have any good poly tanks in here.
I know KJ Meyer did some up for their extended fertilizer pack, and I want to say there's a different version of them somewhere.
That's what I need to look at. I remember seeing them, but I don't know where I got them in my mod folder. They're in my mod folder somewhere, or one of my mod folders, I should say. Now which one did I use? I can't remember. I think it's this one. Yep. You're right, Cheesy. I just need to figure out what folder I got them in or where I put them or anything. Where... There it is. I don't want that much. We'll go like 13,000. Probably not even close to enough, but we're gonna run with it. I wish we could get the mixing of chemicals in here. I know somebody was working on something similar to that, but where you store water in your tanks, and then you just buy a little pallet of, say, like herbicide or liquid nitrogen or something that mixes in with the water. That would be way better than a big tank full of liquid fertilizer.
Have you not seen BC Bueller's trailers?
I've seen his trailers. I haven't played with them.
Because they're basically doing exactly what you're describing.
Right, his trailers are. But do we have any storage containers that do that? Like, I want to completely rewrite the whole fertilizer and herbicide type situation here to that point. That's the hardest part. And this is the other issue with it not being a row crop map. I don't like myself for that reason, but you still got to do the end rows somehow. Alright, so no values detected? What? Maybe more in the center of the field? So maybe I did too much of it for corn already? Yeah, it's a little over fertilized. I don't know if I have it in the game settings set to ignore over fertilizing or not yet, but let's make a rip down here and see if I find any spots that are not fertilized enough. GPS thing is set just quite right. Close enough. Okay, what are you doing, Track IR? Why are we struggling to pull these hills? What's up?
Do you have the same version of the map that you gave me?
Yes.
Okay, so I won't send that to you then. Because that'll save a chunk of time.
Mm-hmm.
Cut out about 100 some mods. We'll see if that helps at all.
It won't take me that long to download, dude.
I just know it'll help both of us as far as performance and just...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It didn't take me that long with the FS Mod Assistant anyways. It told me which ones are being used.
Oh, that is always nice.
Yeah, no, that thing's a lifesaver.
It really is. We're going to have to trust the GPS with this stuff. I do have some sections of this field not fully fertilized. I need to figure out the soil map on this one, because right now it's a standard 1024 soil map, but if you cranked it up to get more pixels, it freaks the game out. So for a 16x map, the pixels are freaking huge for like your soil map, and it messes with your application and everything because it's just a joke. And that's where, if Giants come around and make this easy, because they were talking, you know, like 4X could possibly come to the council. They've not ever said it directly, but they made the little comments here and there about it, that maybe, just maybe, someday they'll fix the whole stretching of files for the map sizes. Yeah, see.
I think it's confirmed that it won't be happening for 25, and their reasoning behind that was sheer save game file size.
Where are my lines? Why can't I see them anymore? The width is probably completely messed up with this. Yeah, it's at 89 feet. Who made this thing? Seriously, who did? And it's offset some.
It got converted by... was that Shaban who did it just to mess with JHG?
I don't know.
That's the only version I remember being out there.
So we're 27 feet. Where is it in this? Working with a 0, so let's give this another shot. Thank God the destruction of corn is not yet. That is still way too big. And tool offset should be 0. That's really freaking close.
8.8 gigs. I am glad that I am on decent internet for college.
That's a big help.
Went from 20 megabyte upload at home to 500 megabyte upload here.
Yes.
That's one thing I can get behind living in the city, is you got internet.
Yes. But it's not that important when you come to wanting the country lifestyle still.
Nope. Doesn't trump it.
We're getting so much fiber put in our countryside right now that everybody's getting a gig internet speed or more. It's a huge grant through the government. Yeah, farming with Outlaw. He didn't have permission to publicly release some of the buildings that one of his friends made for that map. And me personally, it doesn't affect it that much. I mean, you guys will probably end up building your own farms anyways. And I kind of had a conversation with him about that. You can build the buildings into the map all you want, but people still want to add on or build their own buildings, and it kind of always goes that route. But the way he did the feedlot is not one of them buildable in-game feedlots, so it'll have a lot of depth to it with the way you gotta unload your cattle and everything and deal with each individual pen. So that's where it comes into hand, like the pantry, so to speak, or commodity sheds, or where you want to place the silage bunks and everything like that. I don't think it's a big deal that you don't get all the buildings that he was showing off on the map. So, to each their own. Attract sprayer simulation farms. I don't like track sprayers, so I really don't pay attention to them. Wait. Come on, come back. There it is. It's going to take a while, but... oh well. Loamy sand doesn't require as much nitrogen. Okay. Undying. There you go, dude. Seeding oats. Getting more of you guys to go first person. I wish I had row crop on this map, but it'd be taxing as heck. And last time I tried to crank row crop up for a 4X to be more smooth, it did not like it. So I don't think you'll really like it that much on a 16X at all. I thought you, on the 120 wheel spacing, I thought you left the front hubs on. The inner rim, excuse me, inner rim.
Yeah, I was gonna say the hub should be there. The rims, no.
Okay.
Every single tractor I found set on those had the rims taken off.
But the rear rims were there?
Yeah.
Is it that much easier to leave those rear rims on there instead of just pulling out your inner rims to where your outer rims are?
Probably, because you'd have to take off the dual hubs. Because those those inner rims are larger diameter than the dual hubs, so you can slide your inners back on if you just unbolt the duals.
Gotcha.
Whereas on the front, you might as well just take off the inner rims when you're going to throw the spacers on anyway.
Yep, I agree with you.
Plus, you'll probably run over stuff with the front rims, mess up your crop, whereas the rear rims are a bit higher out, and they follow better. Little better.
Mm-hmm. No,
not as close to the ground.
I just hate the way giants have their growth stages, because this one should not be tasseled yet, and I wouldn't even make it this high.
Yeah.
But I missed it
Shouldn't
by
be tasseled until it's like a month away from being cut.
Exactly. They got. I will give them that.
Something
the
other
harvest
than
state and the state.
Silage corn.
Right. The harvest state and the state before the harvest look pretty freaking good. The very first growth state they have of the corn popping up is still a little tall for it first popping out of the ground. But it would work for like the second state of it coming out. This is just way too tall, and it shouldn't even be close to having a tassel up there. But you never know what they use over there overseas for their corn.
Because I mean, sweet corn will look like that.
Yeah,
that doesn't get nearly as tall. It could just be variety.
Right. Why is it on the same track? That stupid file size. Pleasant, you don't know. You down there in the flat? Pump up the population, eh? If it was that easy.
There's a reason we came up with row crop, because Giant's population is not good.
No, it's not.
That exact emerge doesn't cut it.
Yes, Dan, but the bigger one was a 16 row, and no, I did not plant this with a 16 row planter. Ooh, BCA's getting, I think I nailed it for the row.
There you go.
But that's actually really good.
The trick is getting your working width on exactly 30-inch spacing.
Yeah. Trying to convert everything from feet that Courseplay will display it into meters that Giants and VCA have to have it in.
Makes me wish more guys doing row crop equipment would try and actually set up their work with nodes and G to be on the spacing where it'll just line up if you set a GPS track.
Yes.
It's perfect with 12-row equipment because you don't have to touch the 30-foot width at the beginning, but anything else gets to be a hassle.
Yes. They'll come about a little bit more as row crop becomes more popular, I believe, across the way. Of course, Pleasant. It's 120-inch spacing, man.
Don't shame the goofy wheels. I'm a moderator, you know.
Ooh. Mute for 300 and some seconds. Yeah, this is going to take a while. And no, you don't spray liquid nitrogen on. But I do have... Ooh, I didn't even think of that. I don't think the sprayer's that wide either. Smebby's. And I
think it's...
Yeah, what is that?
Best way.
No. The John Deere one. Self-propelled that he did. How many rows is on his nitrogen applicator?
Oh, I'm not sure. I want to say it's a 16.
Dang. Thanks, Pleasant. I feel the love. Yes. Smebby's has the Y drops. But if it's only a 16, about the only thing you get more than this is the ground speed from it. And I don't have enough money to buy it yet, so leave me alone.
Good one, Pleasant. It's almost like Legacy is here.
That we're waiting on Derry on that one.
We are at 55% on a mega download, or an upload.
Fair enough, no, but I'm definitely not close enough to American with that, because they did the EU tractor with it also. So I run... Oh, yeah, forgot. I always forget you're on console. Let's see how close we get it this time. Nope, not quite. Dang it. Most of the time, Dan, a lot of people got away from the starter fertilizer, but I remember my dad, when he first got his planter, had everything set up for the starter fertilizer, liquid starter, and then They kind of went away from that for a while. But then they also had the dry pesticides, which we ended up getting rid of too because we had put that on liquid, or had the co-op put it on liquid. But then the nitrogen application came back around and everybody wanted to put another round on it, side dress it, or with a sprayer. Is there a big Democo applicator out there?
Yeah, LR has one. I think LR's is 16, maybe a 24. It's a big one. Definitely bigger than the Blue Jet.
I'll be pissed if it's in here and I scrolled past it yesterday. Yeah, I don't have it in here right now, Pleasant. It's probably somewhere on my computer, because I thought the same thing, and last night I just didn't even think about it to go look for it. Oh well. I don't know my planner stuff that well, Pleasant. I mean, by the time I was even trusted to run the planter, it was 2 years before my dad decided to 3 years before my dad decided to get out of farming. And most I did with planning, that's one thing Dad always did. He said, I can do everything but plant. And yes, I ran the old Gleaner Combine, but there for many years we just had it custom harvest anyways, because we didn't own a combine. I looked in the sprayer. I got the 16 row Blue Jet in there, but I was looking for the 24 row, and I'm pretty sure LJR's is the track one. But Pleasant, a lot of people are putting starter on now with their planters. I mean, it really went away there for a while in the 90s, and then it came back hugely popular. No, Pleasant. Let's say at 15 years old, he didn't trust me to plant. Chestnut.
You might be onto something here, Pleasant, because my brother was planting at 10.
Oh God, you're a big enough farmer though. It didn't matter.
It was at 8 row, wasn't the main one.
That's all we had. I want to say it was a white 7100 for some reason. I don't know their numbers on their planters anymore very well, but it was a vertical fold 8 row.
Oops, a link slipped.
Oops. Oh, we good. We golden. Oh, damn, boy.
Yeah, mega downloads fast. That's what I love about it.
5 minutes.
Stupid simple.
Yes. Was it a 5100? Pleasant, like, that crap is so far out of my mind it don't matter anymore. I don't have to remember none of that. What I'm more worried about remembering is what grade, what width, and how far away do I have to be from the train tracks so I don't get a personal fine of $25,000 on my cell phone. Working for the railroad sucks, dude. No, that's fine. I knew it was something 100, but I couldn't remember what the first number was. When my dad finally decided to rent the farm out, he took everything up to the local auction, and it was, we are done. Fuck it, get rid of it, gone. You're talking about on Hubbard, Outlaw? I better make a new folder for this one.
Yeah, because it's there's a handful of edits and stuff in there. Tweaks.
And I believe, yeah, exactly. I'm not sure. I'll have to go look at that farm, but I do know he was not able to. Dang, this tractor can't even turn that sharp on 120 spacing. I thought it would.
The same. It's got the same turning radius no matter what wheels you have on it.
That's what I thought. All right. Now where is the picture? The kid must have got back on the internet. Oh no, we got 2 minutes left. We're fine. The top middle is what you said.
Did I not zip something?
He must have just placed that one down to tell you, Outlaw. I bet you could. That is. Oh, let's go hunting, because I think I know where that's at.
I got a rogue unzipped mod in my folder. What the heck?
He built the farm right here, Outlaw. It would be right around field 74. I knew where that was because of those damn power lines. Yep, right here. It's kind of somewhat there, to tell you the truth.
It's definitely flat enough for it.
Right there, put your grain setup, and right here's the ramp to another building that came back down. And then the terraces that are here for the cliffs and everything.
Almost where I built my farm at.
Was it really?
Yeah, it was that flat.
Oh no, Dan, I threw anhydrous on this too. And like I said earlier, this freaking soil map for precision farming is stretched so much that it's not going to apply much fertilizer at all. You see how it's saying it wants 3,000, 2,000, 3,008 gallons an acre. I don't know why it's throwing that fit around either, but I did, I got rid of the anhydrous automatic application and I just cranked her up a little ways due to the fact I did not want to put all my fertilizer on in a single pass, and it thought it was a wheat field, even though I knew I was going to corn. Yeah, I believe so, Outlaw. It's definitely not a pre-built farm. I know that for sure.
You're gonna have to do one little edit swatch.
Okay. Listening.
Peterbilt 359 does not have the multiplayer line.
Okay, let me unzip everything. Oh, come on. What happened here?
So yeah, you'll just have to add that line into the mod description XML, and that's the only thing I had to change. I didn't realize it until I tried making a save game on multiplayer.
Oh, that's fine. I gotta make the change in what you sent me, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
File name is just FS22 Peterbilt 359.
Gotcha.
What the heck? Don't tell me another one has it.
Pleasant, you still here? You gonna stream tonight? You having issues getting the multiplayer game up?
It only tells me one at a time if they're not ready for multiplayer.
Oh, gotcha. I'll give you a bit more time then.
Let's see if the mod assistant will tell me.
Alright, ladies, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a break. I'm going to DM Pleasant here quick, and then I could possibly come back and stream here a little later. I gotta go eat supper and get a few other things done here quick, while Derry figures out his little silage gig. And whether it's a stream or a video, I'll make sure I get something to you guys. Thanks for joining, and hopefully see you Labor Day, Monday night. I'll get another live stream in for sure. Until then, ladies.